Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Minecraft FTB. I am Warmac9. This is take number 2 on this episode because I burped in the beginning of my intro last time and it was loud and terrifying. Now it was actually a pretty good burp, but I'm like, oh my god, they don't need to hear that. So I cut it out. So yes, last time we're working on Thaumcraft, and I was trying to perpetually work towards specific goals and machines and things, but I didn't get that. All I got was, oh my god, what the heck was that? Okay, well, I poured water in, but I got water out. That's really weird, and the lava's fine. Okay. Alright. So I kept trying to build and build and build, and I make really cool stuff, and I got a portable hole. Portable hole, awesome. Awesome. I'm super ecstatic about that because I can do things like this and just walk out of my house or walk back into my house. It's very, very cool, and it has that cool effect on it too. But these things require a charge, and that charge goes really, really slow unless you're next to like a node. So yeah, my node in this area is still kind of tapped. I have spent some time out in my field. I harvested my wheat, planted it again, harvested it again, planted it again, and then took all the wheat and mass populated some cows, and then I culled some cows, and then I made a few more cows, and they're still over there growing up. So it's basically I was getting leather together because I need some rhyming words to accompany the fact that I'm going to go into Mistcraft once I finish Thaumcraft. So, from where we are, we have all of our golems researched. I didn't really want to research all of these straight away because I don't usually find the efforts of golems to be super worthwhile. But I suppose in any case they could potentially be. Again, I don't know. I've never actually made the golems. I've seen a mod that used the golems, that used them for like little mini fighting and defending sort of units, but I'm not sure exactly how they work here is the long of the short of it. So for the thing that I wanted to produce or wanted to research, I needed Purus, which is that. Unfortunately, every time I tried to research anything, it was always giving me lots and lots of golems. Which I guess it's a good thing I'm trying to research it this way because it is going to burn all of my leaves trying to research Purus here. Maybe I can't research it yet. Maybe it's just not available quite yet. I guess that might be the case. In that event, let's see if I have the capacity to make a few more machines. I previously made the Arcane Levitator. I can make the Arcane Jar, which is this guy right here, or the Warded Jar, excuse me. That requires armor, which is why I had the couple of armor sets that I was carrying around, the 3 chest plates. It requires vacuous, so it's going to require chests. It requires shackles, so it's going to require soul sand. I have some. Excuse me. Gonna grab a little bit more. It's also gonna require crystal. So I wonder what all I can steal that from. I guess I could steal it from the green sapphires here since I have a buttload of them. How about that? That'll work. So we'll throw those up there. We'll throw that up there, and we'll start researching. Well, that chest plate didn't last very long. There's our armor. Researching out. Try it again. Out. Darn it. Okay, let's grab some iron. Got a lot of it. Yes, basically, the thing I'm trying to produce is something that I have no idea what a warded jar is supposed to do. So this is going to be a learning experience, regardless. I'll make another 8 chest plates. I don't think I have any additional chest plates sitting around somewhere that I'm unaware of. Just do that, and we'll run back over here. I was actually about to put them into a bag, and then I'm like, no, one's for eggs, and the other one's for things that I need. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't right-click with a portable hole when you're not actually looking at something. Right, so we'll stick armor back up in there. Boom, armor's full, gems are full. We're going to need the chest plate because, again, this is warded jars. Or not chest plate, the chest. Warded jars requires vacuous. As I also burn all of my chests. Right. Do I have more wood over here? I do, but not enough. Okay. What about in here? Sure. Kind of need more wood than that, I guess, but all right. Inventory's kind of a mess, isn't it? Whoa, what happened to my? Didn't I? Oh yeah, I did. I was like, didn't I take 2 stacks? I did. There they are. Let's just store that there for now. And stash these guys in here. Take those out. Stick that in there. I don't know if I'm gonna need that much. Let's make 32 chests. That's an absurd amount of chests. However, I don't think I need 64. So I'll pop back over here and we'll throw these guys back into the table. The only time I've actually seen jars used though is in what's the name of it? Twilight Forest mod, where you could get the fireflies from that mod and throw those into a jar, and they become a light source. Though I think they die over time, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of a neat and cool ambiotic, atmospheric thing to have. Right, and now we have warded jars. Very, very cool. All things of manner of things inside. Let's go ahead and have a look at that. Ooh. So it's glass panes and a wood block. For Essentia files, also act as Essentia sources for infusion altars. So if you have some automated way of gathering Essentia, you can mark the jars in the usual manner to have them automatically refilled. And you can also store jams and preserves. Alright. Thinking of the implications of that. Okay. I guess I get that. Alright. Well, I'm assuming with Essentia it means anything that you can boil away in a cauldron. I'm guessing maybe you can fill a jar onto like a infusion altar and it automatically absorbs whatever sort of essences you're putting into the cauldron. At least that's how I'm reading it. I could be vastly mistaken. In any case, now that we have jar, we can make a brain in a jar, which requires a malum as well as a few other things. Malum being the little pentagram there. So we'll take that, and let's see, what else do we need? I'm trying to remember what this one uses. I think it uses soul sand as well. Might as well just take the whole stack. I'm gonna run out. It should also require knowledge, meaning I'll need some books. Throw those in there, throw these in there, and that in there. And it'll require eggs. Like everything else. So we'll pop back over here, we'll throw an egg in, throw egg in, we'll throw in the brains, and unknown theory. I threw the wrong egg in. But it is in fact learning, so we're going to go ahead and throw the book in as well. Brains actually have knowledge too, okay, because I don't need the book. There we go, and book is done. Still waiting on malice. We've got permutatio there at max. Brain into jar 62%. Still got 15 of those. Soul sand, throw that up there. There we go. Oh, not all my brains, please. Oh, there we go. Not all my soul sand either. There's our brain in a jar discovery. Go ahead and learn this like so. Been gathering rotten zombie brains for a while now. Think of the discovery of warded jars. You may think of a way to give them back a spark of life, or at least unlife. Cool. So I can make a brain in a jar, which requires a brain, spider eyes, warded jar, and a bucket of water. That's almost something that I want to do, just because it's so weird. But I think it's related to enchanting, so I'm not going to jump right on it this second. As you can see, I have 61 levels down there. I've not died yet this entire series. I have stayed alive. I've stayed on normal difficulty. I'm not challenging myself, but I'm not exactly throwing myself into wanton danger. I haven't really had to go in mine very, very much. I think between the entire series so far of 11 plus hours of footage, according to my playlist, I've played this game for a lot this series, and I haven't died at all, which is awesome. I'm definitely gonna chalk that up as a win to me, because I am not normally this good at playing this game. All right, let's see, what else can we make? I think I can recall. I've read most of the stuff on the wiki at least once, but it's been a little bit. I think I remember how to make the bellows. I could always open up the wiki, I suppose, but that would require some actual level of submission, and we do not submit when it comes to making things. So we're just gonna, I'm not gonna throw all those in at once. Well, that's the tool. Don't know what I'm making yet. Gotta be bellows. It's bellows. Alright, so I need more tools. Tools can be found, I think, on just about anything. The item itself is like instrumentium, and I don't recall what all I think makes it. I think it's just about any material item. So let's pop back over here. I can also do it with flint, if I recall. If I can do it with flint, that'll be awesome. I can totally do it with flint. Awesome. I have so much flint, and there's no way. There's just absolutely no way I can use all that flint. So there we go. That's full. Feather is full now too for aura. What else did I need? I think I needed rubber. Yeah, for at least Imperito. Oh, and Modus. Okay. Oh, I'm out of rubber. There we go. Very cool. Arcane Bellows discovered. Go ahead and take that guy and do that. Now, the Arcane Bellows work in conjunction with the Infernal Furnace to make it more efficient and to allow it to pump out more stuff at a time. So it's going to take iron, it's going to take wood blocks, it's going to take leather, and it's going to take air shards. Now, wood blocks, what did I need for wood blocks? Just aura? And 2 wood blocks. I don't have any great wood logs, so that's not happening. And just logs, and yeah. Okay. That's 2 at a time, 20 Vs per. For those, okay. I think I can work something out here. I left some logs in this chest too, didn't I? Yep, sure did. Take one more stack of these. Where did it go? Oh, it's in my inventory. Okay. I'm gonna have to go clear some more jungle. Been kind of burning through my materials, it feels like, pretty quickly. At least in terms of wood. I don't have to use wood very frequently, but when I do, I use all of it. I know that's a very most interesting man thing in the world to say, but it's kind of true. I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of these. Oh, I can't. I'm out of charge. Darn it! I'm always out of charge at nighttime too. Let's go sleep. I don't feel like battling my way to a big aura, because I know my smaller auras are absolutely toast. Or my nearby smaller aura, absolutely toast. Let's pop out this way. I really need to put in a back door in my house too. I was thinking I would put these guys back there, but they're still not grown yet. I don't know how long it's going to take them to actually grow into maturity. Maybe they have to be in a higher vis area, or a higher area with more aura. Not sure. If you guys happen to know, be sure to leave me a comment down below on how long it takes silverwood trees to grow, because it's been like 20 in-game days. And ooh, look, a brain. I swear I'm not a zombie. It's been like 20 in-game days since I last checked on them. Like, I know I passed by them sometime within that time frame, but I actually made note of it when I put them down. Actually, no, it's probably been more than 20 in-game days, now that I think about it. Because I don't always sleep in the bed. Okay, so it's been a long time. I don't know how many days it's been. Alright, so my wand is charged, my hole is charged, probably. Let's have a look. Hole is not charged because it's not in my immediate inventory, and now it's charged. Okay, so that's something good to know. The canvas bags block thumb items from charging if you're even next to an aura, so that can be potentially detrimental if you're not paying attention. Fortunately, I thought of it at the time, so that's good. You know, for as cool as my my little parapet wall up there on my castle portion of my house looks, I almost never use it. Almost never ever use it. So yeah. Let's see, what else can I talk about while I'm sprinting back to my house? Oh, I'm looking to start up kind of a talk or themed show series where it's going to mostly be me talking. I might bring on a guest or two here and there, and we'll just kind of get feedback, opinion, and ideas. And it's more of a not only the history of myself as well as how I pertain to gaming, but how gaming's affected my life, what kind of things I've done playing games, making games, betaing games, all kinds of stuff like that. Because I do have a bit of like history in everything. I dabble all over the place. And yeah, I was planning on doing that sometime soon. Let me see what else I needed for my bellows here. Wanted to make at least 2, so I'll need some air shards. At least 2 air shards. And no, I'll make 3. 3, and I need leather. I know I threw my leather in there. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm gonna need some rubber and some feathers. Alright, meaning I'm gonna need to go kill some chickens. Yay! Bellows, each one of those takes 24, so 3 of those at 24 each. It's gonna be just over 64. It's like 72. So there we go. Correct. Oh no, each one of those is 4, so it's 6 per thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. It's not as bad as I thought. But yeah, it's going to be a talk series where I'm more or less just kind of hashing with you guys. I'm talking about things that I've done in games, talking about my favorite games, what kind of things that I really liked growing up as a child, and all kinds of stuff like that. Ooh, those also work for normal furnaces. I forgot about that. Crucibles, make it take less time for the water to boil. That's fine. And iron. Do I have iron on hand already? I think I do. Do I? I do not. Darn. Let's go get iron. Yeah, and it's going to be more of a like I said, it's talk. You'll either like it or you won't. I might have some interesting things for you to listen to. I might not. I'm currently talking with a friend. She's the one that designed my current icon for the one I'm using on my channel right now, my thumbnail, which is a Sinjin troll from World of Warcraft. If you happen to play WoW. And yeah, that's where I currently have this from, and I'm gonna try and get her to make me a few more art assets as well as a new icon. So that'll be something coming hopefully soon as well. Of course, you guys probably won't be seeing this episode till, let's say, today is the 19th, so Monday, the 21st, I think is when this episode would probably be rendered and up, because it takes that kind of time frame for me. So yeah, that's kind of what I have going on in the immediate future. I was making something and I don't know why I have electronic circuits on hands. Alright, I needed iron to make 1, 2, 3, and then I needed these and those and some of these. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now I need 16 modus, which means I need 8 rubber. 8 rubber. And 24 aura. I'm going to need 8 rubber times 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. And that should be it. Also going to need my bucket. So we'll do that. Sort. Very good. Oh, I shouldn't have sorted. Why did I sort? Alright, so we'll take the rubber and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 24. There. Cool deal. And for my feathers, I had just the right amount already on hand. So, what the heck? I don't know what that is, but I think it's associated with my lag. Ow. Lava. I think it's associated with my lag. That it's, like, I right-click once and it places 2 source blocks, obviously. One in the bucket and then one right here. One in the cauldron, one right here. That's really weird. You can boil anytime today now. I guess that would be one benefit to having bellows, huh? Being able to actually boil this water quicker. I didn't ruin my lava, did I? No, lava's still there. Yeah, lava's still there. What I am going to do is I'm going to... Can't take the water out. Okay, well I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take my wand. And... I don't know. Be right back, guys, once I could figure out why this is not boiling. Okay, I don't know what that was all about. I ended up having to break this and remake it and then rewind it, and I don't know, it just wouldn't boil. I waited about 30 minutes and it just sat there with water in there. This time I filled it from above instead of at that angle, so maybe if the server hiccups or something, if the game hiccups, it causes that issue. I don't know, but it's working now, and that's the important thing. Now for this guy I need 16 modus, which is going to be 8 rubber, and then I need 24 aura, which is going to be 6 feathers. We're going to toss these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to come over here and see that I have apparently not donated enough feathers. How have I not donated enough feathers? Oh, there are only 2. I was looking at wings, not aura. Meaning I need 12 per. I see. Let's go grab some more feathers in. Oh my god, what was that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, okay. No, it's nothing wrong. One moment, please. Alright. Got it. Alright, so bellows. So it's actually 12 feathers per use. And bellows! Yay! Bellows. And then we'll fill up the cauldron again, and once again I'm doing it from above here because for whatever reason it does not, absolutely does not like it if I don't do it from up here. So got that going. It's already boiling again. See, it doesn't take long to boil. That's the thing, and that's why I was so like confused last time. It's because it was not boiling at any rate of a reasonable speed. Take that out, and then we will put down our remaining 12 feathers, bellows, and toss the feathers in there, toss the rubber in there, and now we have the stuff. 3 bellows, very, very cool, and our wand, of course. Wand is almost tapped. I gotta go refill that. It's nighttime. What do you know? Put the bellows there, and there, and there. Sweet. Now these guys are supposed to make this work a bit quicker. However, I need to test it. I don't exactly know exactly at what speed it should go exactly. And I will say exactly once more, unless you are mistaken. Wow, why is that a pig? Should be a spider. A spider. Well, it is a spider. Spawner. So, right. So let's see. I don't need you right now, Mr. Spider. Looking for iron. I know I've passed iron in the past. Let's see. Maybe down here. There's lots of ores down here, so maybe I've left something in the wall or something. Ooh, did I just see uranium? Nope, copper. Not even close to the same color. See lots of rubies going by though. That's pretty awesome. What are my batteries looking like up here? Tapped, full, tapped. Of course, it's nighttime. They do slightly outproduce, very slightly. But yeah, it takes a while. It takes a long, long while. This is kind of dangerous, but I'm gonna do it because I see iron right there. Now this arcane furnace should be able to smelt basically anything, and then it'll poop it out the front, and we will have iron coming out. My God, look at my frame rate. It's diminishing. It's at 21, 22, 23. It's coming up a little bit now that I'm getting away from the quarry. Oh, there it goes back down to 18. Yeah. Yeah, this quarry and this pipeline here are just absolutely wrecking it. That's one of the biggest, nicest features about red power is if you use red power. Oh, there was some iron back there, and oh, there's cobblestone that's falling out of my pipes here. If you use red power sorting systems, they don't lag your game out nearly as bad as Buildcraft pipes do. So that's kind of the thing to take from that. So. Tossed him in there. All 3 of those in there. Now that is normally a fire hazard, which is why I put the little guard up there to keep me from falling into it. As you can see, I can't right-click interact with this thing. I can right-click interact with these guys for some reason, but they don't actually do anything. And the chest has no iron. So, this doesn't actually do anything for me. If I was to break it, it would pop out a blaze, so I'm not going to pop it because I don't want my house burned down when a large chunk of the interior is wood. Yeah, that would not be cool. But as is, this thing kind of sucks. I don't know if it's just not working on this build or this revision or what. You guys, if you're installing Thaumcraft 3 by itself, and you're wanting to use this, it probably works there, and there might be something in my current build that makes it not work here. Sorry about the camera pointing straight up there. I got hair on my lens, on my optic, on my mouse. All right, so yeah, we'll get back to that later, I guess. Maybe it'll work later. Oh, I can also show you that I took out the little wooden bits up there at the top of the doorways because I kept banging my head there. I have no idea why, but I would always clip it, and I'd be like, ow, slow down. It was never fun. Right, so while frame rate continues to tank, we have our arcane bellows produced, we have our furnace, we have, I think, basically the entire top half of the tree filled now. I don't think anything else comes behind Boots of the Traveler. Though I could be mistaken. Let's see. Actually, I do have one more thing I need to learn that requires a feather, don't I? Let's see. it would require feathers, visum, machina, which I have redstone for. It would require imperito, which I have rubber for. But it also requires something else, and I'm trying to recall what that was here on the fly, which unfortunately I feel like I'm failing at it. I have to continuously keep talking, of course, now. Sonus. What was Sonus from? Sonus being sound, noise, din. I guess I could make that with a jukebox or a note block. Yeah, that's probably the only way I'm going to be able to make that. Which, surprise, surprise, I think jukeboxes require diamond. They do. So, let's see, note block. I don't have any music discs, I don't think. Note block, wood surrounding redstone. That's easy enough. So let's go grab that wood right over somewhere. Or I already put it back. All right. Well, now I have it here. Take this and go ahead and take a bunch of these. I'm gonna need lots. Take that out. Put these in surrounding in a pattern around the edge. Now, if you've never used note blocks before, note blocks actually they have a unique sound when struck or sent a redstone signal, depending on what block they're placed over. So if you place it over stone, it's going to sound like one thing, cobblestone another thing, wood another thing, logs another thing, steps another thing, sand another thing. It's kind of neat, but I think it only works with vanilla blocks. I don't know if it's been programmed to work different unique sounds in for different kinds of things like this or those, where, you know, Zycraft blocks are their own unique blocks. Another thing to keep in mind with the note blocks is that they can also be adjusted for pitch. So if you haven't heard note blocks before, there's some really cool stuff that people have done with note blocks, and yeah. So I basically made 8 note blocks, and we can certainly hope that this will be enough. Something tells me it will not. I don't know what told me that it wouldn't be, but it obviously was not. So did I take the rest of my... No, I left the wood. Darn me, I always leave the wood in this stupid thing here. I did so much better with workbenches when they didn't have storage. Alright, so I'll take out these guys and just stick the whole thing in there and pull out a stack. Should only just need the one more stack. I think Sonus is only used in this one particular recipe anyway. Also gonna need redstone. Redstone! Here we go, collect my redstone back up. Because that's a little frustrating that I forgot it again. This hasn't... No, it hasn't collected any iron. So no, I'm not getting my iron back. Unless I put my redstone in one of these. Shouldn't have. I did not. It's right there. Okay, collecting my redstone once again. I was actually originally intending to use a redstone to get Machina on this, but Machina actually seems to be provided by the note blocks themselves, so that's convenient, I guess. There we go. Note blocks at max. Cool. So the remainder for this particular item is going to require some of the eye thingies, Visium, which is again from carrots. So we'll take the carrots and we'll stick them over here. Go boom, 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 boom. Visium is full. We're also going to need aura and last the rubber imperito. So we'll stick that in there, and that is full, and feathers. Come on, there we go. And now we have an arcane ear, which is really cool. We do that, and boom, we can make an arcane ear, which I'm not sure which direction that's in. Let's see. Where is the arcane ear? Oh, that thing. Detects sounds emitted from nearby note blocks. If it hears a note, it will recognize and emit a short redstone pulse. The arcane ear needs to be tuned in a manner identical to note blocks. The tone and note it listens for depends on the material it is placed upon. Ah, so it's like a detector for note blocks. I can kind of see the actual application of something like that. Maybe if you wanted to have a note block play in the event that you had a note block way over here and you had an arcane ear over here and zombies were coming from that way. As soon as they step across a pressure plate that's attached to the note block, it would be able to trigger and send the sound effect to the arcane ear, and the arcane ear will then be like, oh, I heard that block, and then it'll fire off arrows automatically. But I mean, for that purpose, by arrows I mean like dispensers, and the dispensers are loaded with arrows. But for that purpose, I mean, you might as well just wire directly from the pads to the machines. I don't know. I don't really see a exceptional amount of use for that. But I believe that is actually all of my machines. I have the arcane ear. I have the levitator. I have warded jars. I have a brain in a jar. I have arcane bellows. And that should be actually everything in machines related to Tier 2. I still have a couple things left on devices, and I have three things left on golems. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I've been clipping through this pretty quickly. So I guess toward that end, that is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap out the golems here. I know I require to get 2 additional advanced golems. Oh, that's neat. I guess I am going to just need to have a. I know there's an advanced stone golem, and I know there's an advanced clay golem. So those guys will probably pop up here once I figure out how to make those. I'll have to research back onto the wiki. And at that point, I think I'm actually done with everything in Tier 2, aside from those guys. And I think this should be minor flux research, or basic flux research, which I was trying to learn earlier after warded jars, but it wasn't letting me go to it. So yes, this has been incredibly enlightening. I've gotten these guys manufactured. I got my thing here working again for whatever reason it wasn't. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment down in the section below if you had any questions or if you have any suggestions, or if you know the answer to any questions that I may have asked, because I've already forgotten what questions I just asked, because I really need to go to the restroom, and that's preoccupying me at this time. So, this has been Warmac9, and I will see you next time.